Welcome to a basic Google Classroom tutorial for parents and guardians at Clinton County Education Center. In this brief tutorial, we will showcase how to access, join, and navigate Google Classroom so you may assist your student with using Google Classroom for their education. Google Classroom is a free learning tool that allows for teachers and students to communicate, share content and lessons, and manage assignments and activities in a virtual learning environment. So to help you support your student throughout Google Classroom, let's start with access. In a Chrome browser, go to classroom.google.com. If this is your child's first time going to Google Classroom, you will see this image in which you should select Go to Classroom. Next, you're going to sign in with your student's Clinton County Education Center's email and password that is provided to you. Make sure it is your student's email and password. Once you are logged in, click Continue. Next, select the student role. You'll have two options, student or teacher, but you need to select I'm a student as you are selecting the position for your student to enter their teacher's class. Next, you're going to click on the plus sign in the top right-hand corner of the page, and then you'll select Join Class. You will be given a class code by your student's teacher. You will enter that class code here, and then you will click Join. This will allow your student to join their teacher's Google Classroom. Now, if you're not given a class code, another way that your student's teacher may give you access to the class is by having you go to gmail.google.com and having you sign in with your student's Clinton County Education Center email and password, and then you will have received a class invitation email in your inbox, in your student's inbox, that will invite you to that teacher's class. So it will say class invitation to that class, and then you will see an image that says you've been invited by this teacher, and then you just need to click the blue join button. And that will also allow you to enter and have access to that teacher's Google Classroom. So two ways to do this. Once you have access to the Google Classroom, it will look something like this. Now your child's teacher will go over the specifics of how they will use the program, but here are some basics as far as navigation. On the left-hand side, we'll list your child's class name. So this is the Google Classroom that the teacher has created for your child. Up at the top, you'll notice there are three tabs: Stream, Classwork, and People. Stream, you will find various items that are posted. Here, you'll find announcements and any activity that the teacher may have posted. On the left-hand side, under Upcoming, is where you'll see upcoming deadlines, like quizzes and assignments, for example. If you were to click View All, you could see a list of all of the assignments for that specific class for your child. If you go to Missing, this is where you would be able to see any missing items. If you go to Assigned, this is where you can see assignments that are assigned to your child. You can always click back up at the top, Class Name, to get back to this view. Under Classwork, this is where you will view most of the content. For example, maybe lessons, maybe activities, maybe videos. On the left-hand side is where you can use the topic feature to help you navigate. So consider this like a table of contents. So you could click on whatever topic, for example, maybe you want to look at week 1, and it would take you to assignments or quizzes, activities, lessons that are connected to that specific week, if this is how your child's teacher has organized it. Perhaps they've organized it by topic. Maybe there's a vocabulary section, maybe there's reading comprehension section. So your child's teacher will better be able to explain how to navigate that specific class. If I go to All Topics and I scroll back up to the top, additional features include View Your Work. This is where you can also Your child can go and see all of the work that they have completed and has been graded, in addition to any missing assignments. You can also access the Google Classroom's Calendar and Class Drive folder under the Classwork tab. Lastly, the People tab. This is where your child's teacher will be listed. So this is the creator of the Google Classroom. Your student could click the little envelope and email their student if needed. Remember, whenever you're helping your child navigate through Google Classroom, make sure you're using a Chrome browser and you go to classroom.google.com. Perhaps you want to bookmark that to remember. And always, always, always sign in with your student's Clinton County Education Center email and password. Lastly, if you're interested in a student guide to Google Classroom, this link will take you to a detailed, helpful guide to navigate. And as always, reach out to your child's teacher for more information about their Google Classroom. Thank you for your time.